Many people do not matriculate to male and female. I mean, man and woman. They stay here. They stay here. And this is why a woman who is desperate to have a man, if a woman goes to school and get her degree and all that shit, just because a woman go to get her degree or have money doesn't mean that she's matriculated up here. She's still in a state of arrested development, even though she went and got trained and got some money, because she still ends up choosing a husband, a boyfriend in the state of arrested development. Because she needs to feel like she got a man. So if a woman decides that she wants to develop and become a woman and go on this journey, and is she not comfortable living alone or being alone, right? Guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna reach back down in the pool here and get her a husband and turn around and complain about it. And she gonna get played a lot of times. Same thing with the male. Same thing with the male. He gonna go down there and get him somebody he can control. He not gonna get nobody that's on his level, because chances are ain't nobody on his level, to be honest. If a man goes up here, ain't gonna be nobody on his level either. So he gonna have to pull out this pool too. The question is, are you comfortable being down here? This is the realm of pain and suffering. I want you to understand. This is the realm of pain and suffering. This is the realm of confusion. This should explain to you why people can make money, get rich and wealthy, and perceivingly have everything, but be lonely on the inside, be broken on the inside. There's a reason. There's a reason. Everything that you know and are attached to is down here. Most people don't want to experience life. See, life is up here. The average person don't exist up here. That's why I laugh. That's why I laugh when I pass by all these videos where they talk about spiritual stuff and saying that, you can tell. See, real people don't like fake people. This is the reason why you don't get along. Because, see, real people can snuff out the fake people always. And then I see like 15,000 motherfuckers like that shit. And I'm like, 15,000 of you motherfuckers ain't real. Not 15,000 of you motherfuckers liking this shit. And the majority of you 15,000 motherfuckers are the fake ones. 99% of people exist down here. So how in the hell is everybody the real motherfuckers? Motherfucker can't even tell the difference between right, wrong, good, and evil. People be liking shit and acting like they the ones on the spiritual journey and don't even see that their ass is right here. Right? So this is the state of a child right here. And the saying is, when I became a man, look, the saying is, when I became a man, I put down childish things. I spake as a child. I did as a child does. But when I became a man, I put down childish things. They never told you what the childish things was, though, did they? So everybody was left to believe that they didn't put down the childish things. You don't actually know what the childish things are, even though you are in a constant state of arrested development. You've never crossed the threshold of being a man or a woman. When you exist down here, you are in a state of femininity. Femininity equals nature. When your nature rules you, when your nature governs you, without no intervention on you, you're feminine. So what does that tell you about the average male running around here? Feminine. Most males are feminine and not masculine. Y'all talk about toxic masculinity. Baby, ain't no toxic masculinity. It just ain't no masculinity at all. There is no toxic masculinity. You think a motherfucker beating your ass is masculine? That's not toxic masculinity. It's a lack of masculinity. There is no masculinity between neither one of y'all asses. And then y'all got the nerve to think that you can depict you're masculine. You ain't never seen masculine. The fact that you think it's a look, the fact that y'all think masculinity is a look is funny as fuck to me. Right? I am masculine. I am masculine, but y'all think it's a look. Masculinity is not a look, sweetie. It's a character trait. It's a mentality. The average person has no masculinity. What's the feminine? Nature. Nature is the feminine. Your natural behavioral patterns is feminine. Everything that you do on autopilot is feminine. Everything that you do that don't require self-restraint and critical thinking is feminine. The average person is feminine with no masculinity at all. The average male running around here ain't got no masculinity. And the fact that you get with men because you think that they're abusive killers that can protect you and you think that's masculinity, go to show how lost you are. Masculinity is not a sex. It's not Peter Wacker and Vajayjay. So no matter how much these women run around here trying to act like they are quote unquote males by going to buy strap-ons, all they doing is trying to be males. They not masked. That's what y'all like to call them. Going to buy a strap-on is not you being masked. A lot of these so-called masked chicks is feminine as fuck. That's why men laugh at their ass. You still a woman. You still getting your, I swear, I'll never forget. I had somebody working for me, right? I had somebody working for me and she was masked. I guess she was, I guess she called herself masked, dominant or whatever. And she volunteered to work for me to do some sales and some shit, right? And one day she just flipped out like a female, right? We 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 on I done put her on contract specifically under terms that we agree with. And as time went on, she felt like she was supposed to have part of my company. Like she was supposed to have ownership in the company. I'm like, where the fuck you get that, bitch? I'm paying you 25% more than any motherfucking body is gonna pay you for any fucking sales. I'm giving you 25%, and all of a sudden you want to flip the script. And when I tell you, she went uber goddamn emotional and went through a fucking meltdown. Only women do that shit. The way she, baby, There is no amount of motherfucking clothes that you can wear, right? There's no personal narratives, baby. I just gave you an example. Everything that I'm sitting up here saying is generalized, backed up by science. Backed up by science. Can't none of y'all see your goddamn selves, though. Can't none of y'all see y'all motherfucking selves. Bitch, do it. Does my name say Doctor? My shit say Princella the Queen Maker. Have you ever heard me get out here and say I'm a doctor? I ain't never said that. I don't have to say that. A lot of doctors don't know what the fuck I know. a lot of doctors don't even know what I know. Right? Now y'all ass can stay in hell if you want to. I ain't gonna try to pull you out. Continue to go get your motherfucking STIs. Continue to get fake ass goddamn my charts from motherfuckers that you like to fuck on the first day. Okay. Continue going be a crumb bum begging niggas for money and shit. Continue doing that shit. Right? Continue crying and whining about you not being able to goddamn take care of yourself. What do I consider myself? I consider myself Princella. I consider myself the female, the woman that I was born to be. Right? I don't consider fitting into your fucked up idea of what you think I'm supposed to be. Right? Right? What you think I'm supposed to be. Yes, I am masculine. Not by looks, though. Not by appearance. I'm not masked by appearance. I'm masked by what's inside of me. As a life path one leader. Life path one leader. Leo rising masculine sign. I'm a fire sign. My rising sign is a fire sign. I'm a Leo rising leader. Right? I'm an Aquarius sun, masculine sign. Mask. I'm not masked by clothing. I'm masked by design. I'm masculine by design. Right? Humanitarian. Yeah. Gemini moon, masculine. Moon, mask. This is a masculine sign too. My big three is masculine. My big three is masculine. My life path is a one. I'm a natural born leader. My Mars is in Scorpio. So I have a lot of willpower. Willpower is masculine. I'm not masculine by motherfucking clothing. I'm masculine by design. I'm masculine by design. And sometimes the clothes I wear complements my motherfucking design. The clothes that I wear complement my damn design. Y'all shut the fuck up, because when I wear a wig and some fucking makeup, you bitches still call me masculine. Is this a man in a wig? This ain't got shit to do with clothes. This ain't got a goddamn thing to do with clothes. Why is she wearing a hair hat? A hat with a hat. That's the fucking shit y'all do to me. You know why? Because it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with clothes, bitch. I'm sorry that you want me out there trying to sell some box, trying to get attention, You want me out here with my motherfucking cleavage showing like Dr. Cheyenne Bryan. The reason y'all motherfuckers ain't questioned her goddamn degrees before is because her titties was out. And she had see-through shit so you could see her bra and her goddamn panties. That's why you ain't ask no motherfucking questions and you're mad because I ain't out there like that. You want me to be out there showing ass and shit so you could be like, she desperate. See, old women just get desperate and they hit the wall. They just need to hang it up and you're mad because you can't say that to me. So now the only thing that you can say is, you a man. Why you trying to be a man? You can't win for motherfucking losing. You can't win for goddamn losing. You think I'm trying to win with y'all ass? Hell no. Absolutely not. Oh. Anyway, this actually was going to be exactly what this was about. So when I started this, the whole thing is the layers to who you are, right? And that's the reason why I started here, to let you know about polarity. About polarity. We both have poles within us. This is just the body. This right here is just the body. But we are not just the body. We're not just the body. We are body, mind, and soul. We are body, mind, and soul. The body, you can be born male or female. As a male, you have masculine and feminine within you. The female has masculine and feminine within her. That's the body. This masculinity and femininity is based on chemicals and the brain. It's based on chemicals and the brain. Do you understand? You cannot have either one of them unless they both have both poles within them. The female has a left hemisphere and the right hemisphere in her brain. This is the masculine hemisphere and this is the feminine hemisphere. Let any one of them fuck up and we're gonna have some motor issues, okay? Or some other issues, language issues, okay? So you have both of them within you. These chemicals cause you to behave in certain ways, okay? These chemicals cause you to behave in certain ways, but that's just purely based on the body alone. Your mind is a different level. Your mind is a different level. The male and female both have masculine and feminine here too. Masculine and feminine here too. The degree of your masculinity and femininity is the question. In order to access the mind, it's either You are more logical or more creative. But you need them both. You need them both to manifest anything. You need logic and creativity. This is based on the mind. You need logic and creativity. The degrees, which one is more dominant in the way that you express yourself, is the question. Then you have the soul level. The soul level is where your natal and draconic charts come in at. This is where your natal and draconic charts come in at. What your soul is, right? Your soul has masculine and feminine in it. For me, my soul is masculine dominant. My soul is masculine dominant, which means that a female, you can have a person in a female body that is mentally feminine dominant because they're more creative, but can be spiritually masculine dominant. Because you got three levels of masculine and feminine. It's not predicated only on the body. But you got a lot of people running around here swearing to God that they so fucking spiritual, but they judge people vessel alone while Xing out these two aspects that also explain how a person is and who a person is. It ain't just your biology that tell you what you are. Your biology actually don't tell you shit because it's a vehicle. You are your soul. You are more your mind and your soul than you are your body. You just in this motherfucker. So you can't say who a person's supposed to be based on their fucking vehicle alone. You have to be able to analyze their mind and analyze their soul, who they are. So for me, because I am more in my mind, I'm more logical. That's what my natal chart says. You want to know why I'm more logical? Not only because I'm air, I have a lot of earth. So earth is practicality. Earth is practicality. All right? I'm also fire. I have a lot of fire. These two are masculine signs. Earth is practicality, but when you combine fire, when you combine these two masculine elements with extreme practicality, it's uber masculine. It's uber masculine. So you can very well have a female that is masculine dominant. And you can have a male who is feminine dominant. You can have a male that's feminine dominant, but y'all got it in y'all mind the male is supposed to be masculine. Who the fuck said that? Because reality didn't say that. The mind, body, and the soul don't say that. Your dumb ass say that because you don't know nothing. You claim to be spiritual, but you act like that don't matter. You act like the mind and the soul don't matter when you call yourself trying to judge people. You don't even know yourself. How you gonna judge somebody else and you don't even know yourself? You don't even know what you made up of. You have no idea who you are. How you gonna try to tell somebody else who they are? How? So blind people, all they can see is this shit. Now you know how blind a motherfucker is when they say you need to be fit, feminine, and friendly for me to like you. You supposed to dress like this. You supposed to look like this. You supposed to do that. Who the fuck said that? Who said that? You don't listen to blind people who don't know nothing. And so for the people who call themselves non-binary, they don't even know why the fuck they calling themselves non-binary. All you have is a binary, masculine and feminine. Point blank period. Don't nothing exist outside of masculine and feminine. However, where you are non-binary at, which is not binary, you are non-one-dimensional is what you mean. What you really mean is that you are not one-dimensional. The body is one dimension. People who call themselves non-binary don't even know what they're saying. The body is one dimension. The mind is dimension number 2. The soul is the 3rd dimension of you. A non-binary person does not understand that there is only a binary. It's masculine and feminine. But what you have is dimensions. When a non-binary person is calling themselves non-binary, they're saying they're not just a body. I am not just my body. I'm not supposed to be what you think my body is. And so then you come out with these social constructs. What they say is a social construct. So the idea of masculine and feminine has been bastardized. It's been bastardized. Because if you are born male or female and you come out the womb as boy and as girl, because this is the way this looks, gender is masculine and feminine. Gender is masculine and feminine. The Hermetic principles, masculine and feminine, okay, in all things. What society has done is said that masculine is for males and feminine is for females. So what they then did is made up shit. Okay, this color, he will have blue. He can play sports. These are the boxes. They create a box. Sports, G.I. Joe, leadership, blah, 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 right? If you are female, this is your box. You get Barbie, Easy Bake Oven, Baby Doll, Home Ec. You get Home Ec. So now, this is what society say. Gender, masculine and feminine, is real. The construct that they built on this ain't totally real, because this is based on the body, excluding the mind and soul. The mind and soul has been excluded out of this. This is all based on the body and the body alone. So now, what ends up happening, if you are male and you come out boy, they got a box ready for you. They got a box ready for you. This your box as a boy. If you come out girl, this your box. Well, what ends up happening is everything don't go linear and quote unquote smooth like that, because you still do have the mind and the soul that is being excluded from this analysis. They basing all this shit on the body alone. Then you have something called trans and cis. Trans means opposite. Cis means same. Trans means opposite, cis means same. So this is the birth. This is what transgender really means. Transgender doesn't mean going to get hormones and none of that shit. This is what transgender really means by definition. You just saw me do this right here, these boxes. If you don't come out naturally gravitating to these boxes that society made for you, society will say, okay, this female is a girl, but she prefers to behave like the blue box. Which she likes to play with G.I. Joes. She likes sports. She wants to be a leader. Something wrong with this picture. This person is opposite of the gender box assigned. So we're going to say that this person is a what? Tomboy. Opposite gender. You do not need to take hormones or anything to be a transgender, because trans simply means opposite. Gender is masculine and feminine, and society said that masculine is for males. And this is what you're supposed to do as a male, not considering the fact that you also are mind and soul. So now something must be wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you if you go and want to do this shit. Why don't you want to play with Barbie dolls? Why don't you like pink? Why you don't like the color? You are a girl. You're supposed to like pink. Who say that? Who say that? Because that's not what reality shows. We mind, body, and soul, not just body. And the body came in this bitch naked with no motherfucking colors, with no goddamn dresses and shit. So who the fuck said this shit? Who made this shit up? If so, how are you a girl? How are you a girl but get labeled as a boy, as some form of a boy? How are you a girl but get labeled as some form of a boy? That's literally what it means to be transgender. A tomboy is the definition of a transgender. So what has occurred? If transgender is just you liking to do shit that society say you ain't supposed to like to do, then why do we have this new version of transgender? You want to know why? Because it's the English language doing what the English language does. What is the English language doing? Homogenizing words. They're homogenizing words and blurring the lines to reduce clarity. God is not the author of confusion, but man is. God is not the author of confusion, but man is. This is why language is so important. They homogenizing words, creating mass confusion. The English language is a language of morphemes. The English language is a language of morphemes. Morphemes have a suffix, or I'll put it, they have a prefix, base word, and suffix. All three of these words have definitions. Prefix has a definition, the base word has a definition, and the suffix has a definition. You have to define words based on all of the definitions working together to create the meaning of one word. Prefix, trans, means opposite. That is the key word. That means opposite. The base word, gender, sexual, and vestite. All three of these words mean something different. Gender is based on masculine and feminine principles. Sexual is based on genitalia, pedorrhea, or box. Vestite is clothes. Why is vestite clothes? Because vestite, vest, is a Latin word. Latin, meaning dress. Meaning dress. Trans. So what would this mean? If we use these words, what does this mean? Transvestite is what? Based on what I just said, what is a transvestite? Crossdresser. 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 So now you can see why there is confusion in the world where a man can dress up as a female or just put, and he don't even just, he just wear female clothes and try to walk into the woman's bathroom and say, I'm a transgender, and all of y'all are fighting against it because you have erased the word transvestite. We ain't heard transvestite since the 80s, maybe the 90s. That word is completely obsolete now. The word is completely obsolete. Why? Because you can be a male who likes to cross dress, but still like women, still want to fuck women. What about transsexual? What is a transsexual? A transsexual is somebody who goes to a surgeon to change their genitalia. You can be a transsexual without ever being a crossdresser. You can be a transsexual without ever being a transgender. See, transsexual requires hormones. See, you need to get bottom surgery, transsexual bottom surgery, top surgery, hormones. What y'all are calling transgender is actually transsexual. What y'all are out here calling transgenders are actually transsexuals. Transgenders are basic ass people that are tomboys, little boys who like to play with Barbie dolls, who like to cook, play in makeup, caretake. That is transgender. Transgender is just personality. The definition of a transgender is personality. What y'all are calling transgenders are transsexuals. Do you see why the world is so confused? Do you see why the world is so confused? Why does that need a different name? Because it creates clarity. You need clarity. The reason that y'all don't have any clarity is because you don't. You have erased these other two words. That you have erased these two words and put them in gender. You have erased sexual, you have erased the sexual and the vestate and then just compiled it into gender. You lack clarity because you lack an understanding of the language that you speak. You lack clarity because you lack an understanding of the language that program your reality. Language is important for programming. And your confusion in life is based solely on your lack of understanding of the programming language. So now y'all all confused about who is who and what is what. There should never be an argument about who a transvestite is. That should be real clear. Oh no, that's just a crossdresser. Oh no, that's a crossdresser. That's a whole man with a dress and a beard. That's a crossdresser. Get the fuck out this bathroom. Transgenders never have to change their physical appearance. They'll never have to go and try to get bottom surgery or nothing like that because it's just based on their personality. Tomboys are transgenders. Transgenders have always existed because transgender is based on personality. Does this make sense to you? A person can be all three. A person can be a transvestite, a transsexual, and a transgender all at the same time. You can be a transvestite and not be neither one of these. So now you got to ask yourself a question. Now you got to ask yourself a question. What else are you saying that's screwing up your understanding of life? That's causing confusion. You experience hell and trauma due to confusion. Confusion is your number one enemy. And what did I tell you yesterday? What did I tell you? The wire. Life is based on four elements, the wire. Number two, information. Information can be high fidelity or low fidelity. Low fidelity information creates confusion. High fidelity information is clarity. What else are you confused about? What else are you confused about? That's why I be sitting up here laughing when somebody say, you confused. No, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. I got a lot of clarity. I know me. You confused. Because see, when you look at me, you confused. Because you only have the perception of the body. You don't have no perception of anything else. So it needs to be familiar to you. And you're trying to figure out what box to put me in, and you're struggling. So now, because you confused, you got to project your confusion onto me. You can't project your confusion onto me. You confused. I got a lot of goddamn sense. I got a lot of understanding. I got a lot of clarity. You the one that need clarity. You need clarity on who you are, your place in the world, your place in the world. You got bigger fish to fry than to be running around here wasting all your energy, consuming material that ain't gonna do nothing for your life. Is this interesting? Is this enlightening? Is this enlightening to you? Is this interesting? How many of you can genuinely say after seeing this that you might have been confused about some things? There are several more areas that you're confused in, and not just this one. This is just minor. This right here is just minor. There is a whole host of other shit that you're confused about that's causing your life to be the way it is. See, when you have more knowledge, guess what? You become more tolerant. You become less judgmental. See, the love that y'all think that's missing in the world, the reason why it ain't no love in the world is because of ignorance. Ignorance is the reason for this. Ignorance. Ignorance is the root and stem of every evil. And guess what, baby? You born ignorant. You are born in ignorance. And then you are fighting forces that keep you ignorant. Ignorance is the root and stem of every evil. Of every evil. And you are born into ignorance. and you are kept in ignorance. The reason that you live in the shadows, the reason why you have to do shadow work is because you live in a realm of evil that has overtaken you. It's overtaken the people around you. And you need to be pulled out. You have to be shown the way out of evil towards the light. You have to free yourself from ignorance. Your judgment, your ridicule, your cruelty towards others is purely based on ignorance. Your confusion, your pain, and your suffering is based on ignorance. Non-binary people are not non-binary. Their argument is that they are not one-dimensional. The true argument for a non-binary person is that they are not one-dimensional. And that is true. That is true. You can't be non-binary. You can't be non-binary because even in the Trinity within yourself, that's not even binary. The mind, body, and soul is not binary. That's three. What is binary is masculine and feminine. And you have a masculine and feminine dynamic within the body. You have a masculine and feminine dynamic within the mind. And you have a masculine and feminine dynamic with the soul. So the true argument is that non-binary people are not claiming to be non-binary. They don't know no better. They don't know this. They just don't have the words to explain it. They are not one-dimensional. They don't know how to explain how they're different in their mind than what their body says they should be. And their body don't say they should be this. The motherfucking humans say they should be this. The humans say they should be it. How the fuck humans created clothes? We came in this bitch butt booty naked. Okay, so this is now. I was gonna do something here. Right. Right. All right. Where my mods at? I already blocked this person, but as soon as somebody come in this bitch talking about what's for dinner, block they ass, okay? This motherfucker done created like 8 goddamn profiles. I've been blocking this bitch every day, twice a day. So as soon as they come in asking about what's for dinner, block they motherfucking ass. Can I explain more about the non-binary not being non-binary? Sure. Let me erase all this. Let me erase all this here. Oh, I knew what I was gonna do. Let me see. Let me see. Google. I'm gonna do something, okay? Okay. So, for those of you who all don't know, okay, Let's do this. I hate when you still do this. That's what it, restart. You gotta restart. You gotta restart it. Okay. I'm about to explain it. How many? Who want more clarity? Who wants more clarity? Y'all liking what you're hearing right now? You want some more clarity? Okay. All right. So, what does binary mean? It means two, right? 0 and 1. Okay? 0 and 1. Off, on. It's either off or it's on. It's either yes or no. That's binary, right? Masculine and feminine, there is no in between. There is no in between. It's either masculine or feminine. Those are the binary poles. Those are the binary poles. This is binary poles. Okay. We got that part? Okay. Human beings are not quote unquote binary in terms of just being one of these things, right? Everybody, in order to exist, everybody has to have both poles within them. Okay? You have to have both poles within you. That's the rules for manifestation. That's rules for materialization, which means that both males and females both have masculine and feminine poles within them. Okay? So we all have this duality. Humans are three. Humans are not just body. Humans are not just the body. You're not just the body. But even in your body has both mask and feminine within it. The body has both mask and feminine within it. What non binary people are trying to articulate, which they don't have the language to articulate it, is because two aspects of the human's existence have been ignored. You're not just one thing. You are also the mind and the soul. And guess what? The mind also has a binary, masculine and feminine. The mind itself has one. And the soul has it too. There are three levels. There are three levels to masculine and feminine that a person can possess. You're not just a body, but people like to try to judge you on the body alone. The male occupies a masculine vessel. The body is the vessel which can express the masculine and feminine based on the frame. This don't mean nothing. This doesn't mean anything. This is all based on appearance and chemicals. The truth is, the key to life is mind over matter. The truth is mind over matter. So anybody judging you based on the matter is already off. Because you're judging a person based on appearance and chemicals and reproduction. How do you fucking have a baby? The people who are arguing non-binary do not have the language to express what they mean. You can't be non-binary. There is no such thing as non-binary. You can't be non-binary. The only thing that exists is the binary, masculine and feminine. Okay? What they are trying to say is that they are not one-dimensional, because the body is only one dimension of a person's being. The body is only one dimension of a person's existence. So to only judge a person based on the body, you are destroying and ignoring the thing that makes them who they really are, which is their mind and their soul. The body is a vehicle that ain't you. You're not the body, but people want to judge you on the body. So people who claim to be non-binary do not have the language to say it, because they don't understand what's going on with them. They don't have the language to accurately say that they are not one-dimensional. They're not one-dimensional. The body is only one dimension of who they are. The mind. A person can have a female can have a masculine dominant mind. A female can have a masculine dominant mind. And guess what happens when you have a masculine dominant mind? You have direct communication, planning, and execution capabilities, right? You got vision and foresight. If you're feminine, dominant, you have creativity abilities. People who love to create things like art. They like to play in makeup because makeup is a form of art, right? They like to do things in the culinary realm. This is feminine. Creativity is feminine. So the reason that males don't want their sons playing with easy bake ovens and stuff is because it is feminine. It's creativity. That don't mean you're gay. It means you're creative. So a male being in a masculine vessel can exhibit a feminine dominant mind. He can be feminine dominant in the mind. He can be feminine dominant in the mind. That's dimension number two. And then in the soul realm, who you are in the soul realm is also based in masculine and femininity. You have what is called a draconic chart. Astrology. Your draconic astrology chart is who your soul is. You know, no matter where you enter, this is who your soul is. Your soul is made up of masculine and feminine energies. And you can be a female in this lifetime, can have a masculine dominant soul. And a male could have a feminine dominant soul. So now when you combine the soul plus the mind in the body, you can get a real unique individual that don't go in alignment with what society saying. So the more authentic you become, the more in alignment you become with your mind and your soul, which makes you a unique individual that the average person cannot understand, because the average person is trapped in one dimension in the body. They have no perception outside of the body. So ain't no sense in arguing with people who can't see. Your job is to try to evolve so that you become a whole and complete version of yourself. That's what your job is. To become a whole and complete version of yourself. You keep trying to deny the mind and the soul, but you're supposed to be spiritual. I'm talking about the ones who always trying to judge other people. You're supposed to be spiritual, but you don't know this. How are you spiritual, but you always got something to say about how somebody uniquely expresses themselves? The only reason you're doing that is because you are not complete and authentic and whole. Because if you were, you would be very different from the average motherfucker, just like the motherfucker you judging. Just like the motherfucker you judging. Because no two people have the same combination. No two people have the same combination or percentages in these areas. You scared to be different though, because you scared that the peanut gallery ain't gonna accept you. You scared that the damn peanut gallery ain't gonna accept you. The only way that you're gonna do this though, the only way that you're going to get out of this trap is through one thing, and that thing is love. That's the only thing that's gonna get you out of this. But you have to know what that is though. You have to know what that is, because this is not natural. This is neither an emotion nor an action. This is a veiled system and structure. You have to have an eye to see this. The average person can't see this. And I done showed you why the average person can't see this in 3 different diagrams. In 3 different diagrams, I just showed you why the average person can't see this. 99% of people are trapped in the body. This is the only thing that is going to be able to get you anywhere close to your authentic self. This is a system, a structure, and a process. This is not what you think it is. This ain't what you've been led to believe. This is not an emotion, and it is not an action. My question to you is, how many of you want to clear your confusion? You want clarity. You want to rise to your authentic self. You want new information that can actually change your life. If that's you, go ahead and give me some form of a notification to say that. Put yes. Well, I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you out here. If you would allow me to help you, because I have to be invited. I cannot impose my ideas on you. You have to invite me in, all right, to help you. And if you are inviting me in, then I invite you to join me on June 16th through the 18th or June 26th through the 28th at my Converter Method event. This is a virtual event. Everybody, no matter where you are, can attend. All you have to do is go to theconvertermethod.com and grab one of your tickets. If you get a VIP ticket or a diamond ticket, you'll also have access to 12-hour recordings. Okay? This is something that you've never heard and never seen before. You need a way to convert the toxic energy that you have by being surrounded by the realm of existence, the substrates in existence. You have to figure out how to convert that into a system that is going to catapult you beyond the thing that's holding you back. This is information that ain't out there because people don't know it. The reason they don't know it is because you have to see it. You have to see it. If you can't see it, then you can't be it and you can't do it, right? What's your question? I look forward to seeing y'all. I look forward to seeing you. For, for those of you who don't understand why you need a converter method, if you don't understand why you need a converter method, listen, how how long have you been on the live? Have you the love within? How long have you been on the live? Did you just watch me break down language? Did you just watch me break down transgender, transsexual, transvestite? So you late. So the reason I can't answer your question is because you're late. Because I just went over a lot of things that have unveiled. Because here's the thing, this is important, and I need you to understand why this is important. Because I just showed you through the use of the word trans, gender, transsexual, and transvestite, that everybody's confusion is based on language. So the words that you use do not mean the same thing for the words that I use. They may sound similar, but the reality is that me and you have two different definitions. So if I say something, you're going to get the wrong picture. Let me ask you this question. When I say work, what do you think? When I say work, what comes to your mind? And this is just me educating just to kind of show you, because I don't want, okay, a job, right? And that question is specifically for oppression, function, okay, being active on a task, okay, all right. When I think of work, when I use the word work, I don't mean none of that stuff. So if I say something about work, there's going to be a level of misunderstanding between me and you, because the ideas that pop in your head when you say work means something totally different when I say it. That's the same thing when it comes to love. That's the same exact thing that happens when it comes to love. Now, what do I mean when I say work? Y'all think function. You think function, you think a job, you think slavery, you think that. When I say work, I mean energy. When I say work, I mean energy and I mean displacement. Energy and displacement. That is definitely not, that is definitely not what popped into your head. So there is going to be an uber difference, a massive communication gap that is going to be left open for misunderstanding. Okay? This is how the word love goes. When you ask somebody what love is, don't nobody know what that is. Nobody knows what that is. How many people are new in here? This is your first time watching me live. If this is your first time watching me live and you feel like you've learned something here, raise your hand. You ain't never seen me live before. Love Within. Have you ever seen me live? Because I got some questions for the people who knew. If you're new, okay, show me you knew. Because I got some questions that I want to ask y'all. First time, all the first timers. I love it. I love to see first timers. I got to stretch. First timers. Love it. Everybody is allowed to participate. Okay? Everybody is allowed to participate. But if you, well, I'm gonna say this, then I think you're new to this exercise. If you've been here for a while, you must be new to this exercise. Okay. But anyway, this is for people who have never been here for this exercise and who have been here and you know where this is going. This is what I'm going to ask you. For those who've been here, just participate like everybody else. Just participate like you ain't never been here before, okay? Because this is for the new people. This is for people who have never seen this, because I want to show everybody something. I have a question for you, all the new people. Do you think love is enough to make a relationship work? Or do you need other things to make a relationship work? You need more than love. Love is not enough. I just want to make sure that I'm right. No, I ain't asking you I'm not asking coulda, shoulda, woulda. No, I'm not asking for coulda, shoulda, woulda. I don't want to hear should be. I want to know what you currently think and what you currently feel. If it ain't enough, say no. Because it's only yes or no, good or bad, it's binary. Okay, the answer is no. So love is not enough for a relationship. We all agree on that, right? Agree. That means we need other things to make a relationship work, right? We need other things to make a relationship work. If you have been here before, then follow my rules that I just laid out. Okay? Because this exercise is for new people, not people who've been here before. And so if you've been here before, then you have to participate like you ain't been here before. Okay? Because prior to you being here, right? All right. So we all agree that love is not enough. So mathematics, we'll get to that at the end. Okay? I need to know what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions. And everybody can type. This is very interactive, so be ready to participate. I want you to tell me what other things that you need in addition to love. Love is not enough, so we need more things. What are some things that we need to make a relationship work? Respect, number one, okay? Integrity, trust, and commitment. Integrity, trust, commitment. The faster y'all write, the faster I can get this done. Understanding, emotional intelligence, communication, understanding, emotional intelligence, communication, loyalty, support, honesty. That's good. I like it. Loyalty, support, honesty. Okay, we got the first 10 out the way. 11. Listening, patience, listening, patience, humor, empathy, safety, humor, empathy, safety, compassion, clarity, sacrifice. Oh, this is gonna go about fast. Sacrifice, appreciation, okay, peace, appreciation, peace. We got sacrifice up there. 21. Sense of humor, we got that. Forgiveness, sustainability, growth, forgiveness, sustainability, growth, tolerance, tolerance, willingness, '26. Ouch, damn. Self understanding for self, self understanding. I'm writing pretty neat this time. Freedom, dignity, interest, creativity, freedom, dignity, creativity. I'm gonna say commitment, right? We need commitment, right? Commitment. Did I say that? Did y'all got that up there? We got communication, compassion. Oh, no commitment. I thought we had it. Communication. Oh, it is up there. I thought I would remember writing it. 4. What you got? Industrial. Okay. 31. Okay. Cool. We got dignity, freedom, shared values, emotional maturity. Okay. Shared values. Three, care. 34. Consistency, leadership boundaries. Oh, boundaries. They need to have a place to stay, don't they? I noticed that ain't nobody said nothing about the nigga being homeless. It's cool. So y'all like to date homeless people because ain't now one of y'all say he gotta have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. Discipline. I'm not and discipline. Kindness, long-term vision. Kindness. New people don't go nowhere. We going somewhere with this, sweetheart. We going. Curiosity, team effort. 41. Team effort. Number 4, T2, monogamy. 43. Ooh, we got a lot of ego death. Let me see. Faith. Faith. 44. Ego death. 45. Patience, we got that. Strength, courage, autonomy, strength. 46. Courage, autonomy. 48. Gotta go back up here. Openness, generosity, perseverance. Openness, generosity. 50, perseverance. 50, 51. Endurance, okay? Financial stability, endurance. Financial stability. 53. Authenticity. We got support, mental stimulation, okay? Intimacy. Somebody say it's a given that he got. No, you have to be specific about what needs to make a relationship good. So you have to say he have to have a house. Cause I'm only putting up here what y'all say it is. So if y'all cool with homeless men, y'all it's a couple of y'all here who got a nigga off the streets and moved him into your house. That's why I know it ain't no real discrimination. But anyway, intimacy. Ah, 55. Provider comprehension. 57. Reassurance. Okay. He got to have a backbone. Okay. It's always interesting to see what y'all say. Mental stimulation, did I put that up there? Nope. Mental stimulation. 60. Resilience. Resilience. Okay. 61. We got autonomy, generosity, openness, health, goals, health. 62. Goals. 63. The question for those of you who are new, and you're just coming into the live, the question is love enough to make a relationship work? If love is not enough to make a relationship work, I need you to tell me some things that you need in addition to love so that it does work. Okay? So that's what we're doing. I'm writing all the stuff that y'all say. So we up to 63. So some of the stuff that you might say now may be already on the board, but it also may not be. So go ahead and say it, and I'll let you know if it's up there or not. Partnership. Common sense. Partnership. Common sense. Consideration. Reciprocation. We got willingness up there. Spiritually enlightened. Reciprocation. 67. Spiritually enlightened. 68. Communication, we got that. Independence. Good hygiene. Yeah, you gotta say that because good hygiene. Because some people don't believe in good hygiene. Comprehension is up there already. Spirituality. We got emotional intelligence. Spirituality. Spiritually enlightened. I think that should take care of that one. Let me see. We on 70. We on 70. Thoughtfulness. Yep, somebody ain't thinking about you. Thoughtfulness. 71. We got common sense. Somebody said clean, clean. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness, so, yeah. Understanding, we got that, I believe, right? Selfless. Selfless. They had education. We got willingness up there. Emotionally balanced, kind-hearted, sweet. choice, you got charisma, physical attraction. Y'all can tell me when to stop. If you feel like this enough, you can tell me when to stop. Physical attraction, assertive and confident, accountability, self-awareness, assertive, confident, accountability. You gotta have accountability, right? And with accountability, gotta come what? Responsibility. You want a partner to take responsibility, because if you got a partner that don't take responsibility, guess what? No conflict resolution. Oh wow, that's another one. Conflict resolution. Don't you need that in a relationship? You might want to think, be sure, be sure. Good energy, emotional safety. We're going somewhere with this. So hang in there. The reward is coming. Hang in there. You got to be a leader. Somebody put masculine. Organized, family oriented. Organized. 88 family oriented. Security attached. 90. Sympathy, humble, problem solving skills, sympathy. 91. Problem solving skills. 92. Humble. I'm hungry now. Dependable, selfless. We there? I want to show y'all something on after this. I'm gonna show you something, and then we're gonna get to compromise, teachable. Damn, compromise. You do need that, don't you? Teachable. I think I did really good this time with keeping this stuff in order. We got empathy, we got education, we got sympathy, growth minded, we got that. Go getter. I think we got confident. Yes. Go getter. Right. We got visionary, emotional regulation. Oh, dang, I don't like that. Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right. Feminine energy. All right. Do we have two more and we stopping at 100? Is there two more things that we can use to help us have a great relationship? Or is that it? Evolution? We got independence. We got openness, protective, progression, physically fit, progressive. All right. Strong, we got all that. So, we got a list of 100 things that we need. Before I get into this 100, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Okay. I just want to know if we are in agreement. I hear what you think. Don't worry about it. You right now you are outnumbered. You can have your thoughts. I acknowledge your thoughts. Trust me. But just sit down. Just sit back and watch the show. Okay. Just sit back and watch. I want to show you a couple of these.
You can love someone, but not be good for them. And someone can love you, but not be right for you. Because they don't have the other emotional skills that make love stay. Love's not enough. You need emotional maturity. You need personal mastery. You need self-control. You need compassion. You need empathy. There is so much more needed to make love.
Did we put self-control? Did we put self-control? He had some stuff we didn't even add. He
Love someone, but not be good for them. And someone can love you, but not be right for you. Because they don't have the other emotional skills that make love stay. Love's not enough. You need emotional maturity. You need personal mastery. You need self-control. You need compassion. You need empathy. There is so much more needed to make love last. And so a lot of us are going to lose love because we didn't develop those other skills. You can love someone.
Okay. All right. 960,000 people watch this, and a lot of people agree with it. Now, there's a lot of videos. So I want you to understand that I'm not asking you this just to be asking you this. I'm showing you that the world around you, including you, all believe that love is not enough. Okay? We need to add self-control over there and personal mastery. Okay? We do need to add that. So we up to 102 things.
The sad truth is that love will never be enough to save your relationship, at least not the way today's culture has defined it. Frankly, I don't even care that you love each other. Anyone with a pulse in their brain can fall in love. But
Anybody with a pulse in their brain can fall in love. I don't care that you love each other. Anybody with a pulse in their brain can fall in love.
I had to learn the hard way that love doesn't sustain a relationship. Connection, intimacy, and safety and trust do. And those are...
Do we have do we have trust? We didn't have trust up there. Hold on. We got to go back. We got to add personal mastery. We got to add personal mastery. Self-control. I don't remember trust being up here. It is though. It's number 2. Okay, 103. Let's go back.
require a lot more than just love, don't they? That's great that you love each other. Here's a better question. Do you respect each other? Does your partner feel respected and valued? Do you even care anymore? Do you work to appreciate each other? Do you serve each other mutually? Can you take accountability when you mess up? Can you repair conflicts together? Can you listen when they say you accidentally hurt them? Can you be vulnerable? Are you a safe place for them to be vulnerable and honest about what they need to feel valued? Because love's not going to be enough. How you love each other.
Love is not enough. You all agree with that? You all agree with that? So let's go ahead and go to the next one.
I really think that's so sad that so many people don't understand that love is not enough to sustain a relationship. It's really just an entrance. Like, you can have love and communicate quickly. You can have love and not be consistent. You can have love and not trust. You can have love and lack.
Look, listen, you can have love and not be consistent. You can have love and not have trust. You can have love. Love can be there, but you need a bunch of other things.
Love isn't enough. I wish, oh boy, I wish all we could do was just love somebody. But if that would.
This is a lot of videos from a lot of people that say love is not enough. And you all agree with it. So now I got a question. Oh, I gotta see this. Hold on. I never saw this for see.
If you're in a relationship with a guy you love, but he's broke, leave. Sprinkle, love is not enough. Let me tell mom.
So Sprinkle told you love ain't enough. Everybody telling you love ain't enough. So I got a question for you. I have a question for you. How many of y'all passed math class? How many of y'all passed math class? Did anybody in here pass math? Simple algebra. Basic algebra. So love is not enough, right? So that means the equation is like this. Love plus blank equals healthy relationship. Love plus blank, because you say love is not enough. That means we need to add some stuff here, right? So we agree with this, all right? We have 102 things. So that means love plus 102 things equals a healthy relationship. Authenticity is up there. Love plus 102 things equals relationship. We need to do a little bit of algebra because we don't know what this is. This is a question mark. This is a question mark. So how we do this, we do simple algebra. We subtract 102 things from over here. And then we okay. So this is the question. You cannot use 102 things that you put on the board to define love. We have to figure out what love is. So my question to you is, what is love if it ain't them 102 things? What is love? And you cannot describe love utilizing any of the words that you just put on the board. What is that? The love within it ain't a feeling. It ain't a feeling. It ain't even a feeling. You know why it ain't even a feeling? Because you put sexual attraction up there. You put sexual attraction on the board. Choices is up there. And choices to do what? Choice to do what? You can't name none of that shit on the board. Because see, you said love wasn't enough. You need all these other things. What action? You can't say self-mastery. Self-mastery is up there. You cannot use any word that you put on this board. Not an am. Not a single one. Because you said you needed that in addition to love. You said that you needed that in addition to love. You can't, authenticity is up there. Authenticity is up there. Safety is up there. Accountability is up there. Responsibility, all that shit up there. That's why I asked you specifically, did you understand math? I specifically asked you, did you understand math? And you said that y'all passed. You said you passed math class. So if your ass passed math class, why do you not understand the equation? Healthy relationship minus 102 things. Okay, you can't use that to define love. You got to subtract 102 things. So love, you love with codependency. Damn. Your version of love is codependency. Shit. Guess what else? Unconditional what? What? Unconditional what? Because you ain't got nothing to add to unconditional. You don't have nothing to add to unconditional. Because anything that could have been unconditional is up here. Unconditional sacrifice? No. Unconditional emotional safety? No. Unconditional backbone, unconditional openness, unconditional faith and freedom? No. What does this mean, y'all? Number one, when people say they love you, they don't mean shit by it. When people say they love you, they don't mean shit by it. Because all these videos is telling you love ain't enough. Listen to what he say. Listen to what she say.
I really think that's so sad that so many people don't understand that love is not enough to sustain a relationship. It's really just the entrance. Like, you can have love and communicate correctly. You can have love and not be consistent. You can have love and not trust. You can have love.
You can have love and not be consistent. You can have love and not trust no motherfucking body. You can have love and all that shit and not have no commitment, no respect, nothing.
You can love someone, but not be good for them. And someone can love you, but not be right for you. Because they don't have the other emotional skills that make love stay. Love's not enough. You need emotional maturity.
You could be emotionally immature in love, right? So what does an emotionally immature motherfucker do? Explain what an emotionally immature person does. They abuse the other person. So emotionally immature people abuse people. And that is considered as love. You can love somebody and be emotionally immature. That don't even go together. You can love somebody and abuse them.
You need personal mastery.
You need personal mastery. You got to at least be aware that your ass is emotionally immature in order to master your person so that you're not emotionally immature, so that you're not abusing a motherfucker. But they say you can still love in those conditions. They say that love can still be there in those conditions. So I have to ask you, what is love then? If you can love under those circumstances and you need 102 things because love ain't enough, you got to tell me what love is. Can't nobody tell me what that shit is. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
So I got married when I was 22 years old. In a few weeks, it'll be 9 years of marriage. And if there's one thing I wish somebody would have told me at 22, it's that love is not enough. So here are 3 ways to go beyond love that can make your marriage work for you, not against you. Number 1, you gotta stop loving your partner the way you want to be loved and love them the way they receive it. It could be words of affirmation, it could be quality time, it could be physical time.
Do y'all see that don't nobody got no independent thought? Can you see that don't nobody have no independent thought? Everybody just regurgitating the same shit. And they think they putting you on game, but don't nobody know nothing. Everybody saying the same shit. And still ain't nobody got it right though. I need y'all to tell me if we need 102 extra things because love is not enough, and everybody is saying the same shit about love not being enough, I'm gonna need to know what the fuck is this shit. Because what it shows me is that when people tell you they love you, they don't mean shit by it. Number two, that's the person that asked me what is love earlier. I don't know if she's still in here. But this is the reason why I say I can't answer your question. Because you have a completely different idea of what love is. And my train of thought, I got a totally different idea than everybody. Because what I see love to be, number 1, all that shit is taken care of. There is nothing that you need outside of love. You don't need nothing out of love, but you don't know that. You don't know that, because if you did know that, we wouldn't even have this list. If you knew that, we would not have this list. And not only would we not have this list, we would not have all these damn videos from everybody saying love ain't enough. You see all this shit? You see this? 644,000 people agree. Watch this and believe it. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. Jay Shetty, love is not enough. He got 2 videos. He got 2 videos.
Love is not enough. You can love someone who's not good for you. You can love someone deeply and still need to leave. Love doesn't guarantee safety, stability, or growth. Though
He said love don't guarantee safety, stability, and growth. That's false. That's 1,000% false. Do you understand why the world is messed up? It's the blind leading the blind. It's the blind leading the blind. For those of you who don't know, I just wrote a book called The 5 Components of Love. I wrote the book called The 5 Components of Love. And the book is over 125,000 words. That's more words than a dissertation. That's more words than a PhD dissertation for social work. Why is that important? Why is this detail right here important? That detail is so important because everybody thinks that love is so fucking simple and so easy, yet they all say it ain't enough. It ain't enough to sustain a relationship. And they talk about it like it's so easy to understand with little words like it's unconditional. It's a feeling. Well, how am I able to shift your mentality with a simple exercise like this? And how would I be able to write a book over 125,000 words with a simple topic like love? If love is that simple, how the hell could I get 125,000 words out of it? It's more like 130,000. It's closer to that. I just showed you something simple with language and how the language has been homogenized to create mass confusion with no clarity. The reason that he says this,
Love is not enough. You can love someone who's not good for you. You can love someone deeply and still need to leave. Love doesn't guarantee safety, stability, or growth. Those still matter. Love can be real and still not be right. Love is...
that shit don't even make sense. See, that's why I reject. I reject the theatrical spiritual shit with soft music in the background and soft wording. Love is not enough. And with the piano and shit playing in the back, you can love someone and they can abuse you. You can love someone and it just not be right. Love, we have to make it last. See, that shit pissed me off. Cause I know you saying a bunch of doo-doo. I know that the shit you saying don't make no goddamn sense. But because they got that goddamn piano in the background and you talking nicely and softly, killing me softly with his words, singing my life with his words. Yeah, right, that shit pissed me off. Cause I can hear that you on bullshit though. You just saying shit. Cause none of that shit make any sense. Love is the only thing that's gonna make you stable. Love is not about keeping a motherfucker that ain't supposed to be there. Love ain't even about keeping a motherfucker that's supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. Love in itself would promote growth, safety, and security. But he literally just sat up there and say love is not enough for that shit. How you come to that conclusion? Oh, because anytime I ask anybody about love, the first thing they talk about is a person they like fucking. You don't even think about your kids when the word love is brought up. The first thing you think about is trying to control some box or some Peter Wacker. That's your first thought. Not loving yourself, not loving nature, not loving life, not loving shit, but another motherfucker that you want to continue to fuck for the rest of your damn life. That's the reason why he say that shit. Love is not enough for y'all to grow. Why is love based on another motherfucker? That's the first question. Why is love based on dick and pussy and trying to keep it for eternity? No? Can you ask me that question? Why is love based on Peter Wacker and vajayjay and trying to keep it for eternity? Are you sure y'all know what love is? Are you sure you have the ability to say, well, this is what it is when y'all suffering? You suffering. And you ain't never found it. You ain't never found it. Neither one of y'all genitals got an eye. Neither genital have an eye. He got a head. He got a head with no brain in it. No brain. No brain. X'd out. You got a mouth that never closed. And they now one of y'all got eyes to see shit. No eyes here. No eyes here. The blind lead the blind. And these the two motherfuckers talking about love. These the two motherfuckers talking about love. He don't do that much love talking, but she do. She do. She always got love in her goddamn mouth and can't find it. Both her lips talking about love. And this one looking for it in all the wrong motherfucking places. Box. Looking for it in all the wrong places. Do you honestly believe that I'm supposed to listen to this motherfucker about love? Well, love is unconditional. Bitch, you damn right it's unconditional. You ain't had no conditions on that motherfucking dust mite you let it there. You let his friend in there. You let the whole goddamn frat party in there. You damn right it's unconditional. Look, I don't know how many other ways that I can show y'all that y'all in hell. The reason why this is so hard for y'all to see is because of this right here. Life is up here. Existence is here. Life is heaven. Existence is hell. Love is in the middle. It's on the ground floor. If we looked at this as chakras, that would be the heart chakra right here. Hell would be the place of fire and brimstone, which would be the solar plexus, right? Sacral chakra and root chakra. Well, interestingly enough, that's the color of goddamn fire. Interestingly enough, this is the color of goddamn fire. When you put them together, they look like this. Yeah. Fire. And where does fire live? In fucking hell. Fire. Hell. Your ass is burned alive. You fucking burned alive. Hell. Burning. On fire. No brain. And this motherfucker who never shut up. Your ass is in hell. Both of y'all. And you keep hollering, you're supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to lead. And you talking to this motherfucker with no eyes and no brain. Bitch, come on. Bitch, follow me. Bitch, follow me. Oh, shit. This motherfucker, you let this nigga, and so where can he lead you? To Planned Parenthood? STD clinic, STI clinic, child support court, divorce court, penitentiary. This one is gonna lead you. And you keep screaming and hollering, he's supposed to be the leader. You need to just lead. You in hell. Why y'all can't see this shit? And so the reason why I want to listen to y'all, because love don't exist down here, sweetie. You can't see love. You look for love with your box and two lips that has no eyes. He don't even think about love. You chasing him with some shit he don't give a fuck about. He just gotta tell you he love you so you can shut the fuck up. Both of your lips can shut up. Yeah, bitch, I love you. And both of y'all ass got the nerve to act like y'all got the game on love. Both of y'all act like y'all got any fucking jurisdiction to give an opinion on love. When love is up here, y'all can't even see that shit. It don't even exist down here, sweetie. It don't exist there. Love exists right here. It is the bridge between the spirit world and the physical realm. It is the bridge between, or the gateway between the spirit world and the physical realm. You're not going to be able to get to this realm without going through love. You're not going to be able to go here without going through here. You're not going to be able to get to your authentic self without going through here first. Your version of love don't mean shit. Your version of love means nothing. Love is not enough. Love ain't enough. What we talking about?
Before anyone told you who you were, you were.
Are you being loved? Or are you being chosen? First of all, I love me some words smithery, and I like to know what words actually mean.
Oh, I can't stand when I'm gonna listen to her. I'm gonna listen to her. But one thing I can't stand is for a motherfucker to do a commercial and get all dressed up. How long now for her to do this video, this commercial that she finna do? She had to go and get all dolled up. So, are you being loved? Are you being loved the right way? See, I'm gonna tell you something. I sure love me some words. I love me some words, and let me tell you the truth about love. And that's the shit. Y'all live for that shit. You love this shit. You want a motherfucker to dress up and play. You like motherfuckers playing dress up before they give you some information that ain't even right. You like for a motherfucker to play dress up to give you some information that ain't even right. Oh. I want to hear what she got to say though.
Are you being loved? Or are you being chosen? First of all, I love me some words smithery, and I like to know what words actually mean. But for the longest time, I never looked up these two concepts. They're used so often, it's easy to assume that we understand it. But since I've been doing my healing work, I found out that I was clueless, and so I want to share with you what I've learned. There is a huge difference between being loved and being chosen. Being loved means that someone feels something for you. It's a feeling, all right? It might look like a
She done went and rented out. Now she done went and rented out one of these, spots for camera, for the camera where you take pictures and shit. Now she done rented out an hour a spot just to come and tell your ass that love is a feeling. She done went and put on makeup and got the cameras and the lights ready and shit. And got her little pole just to tell you that love is a feeling. Now she could have said that shit in her bonnet. You could have put on a bonnet and said that shit. You could have sat in the car like Umar or any other motherfucking content creator and be like, let me tell you the difference. It's the difference between being loved and being chosen. Because see, love is a feeling that somebody got for you. Hold on. I'm almost done. But anyway, like I say, love is a feeling that somebody had for you. See, she could have did that. She could have been at the stoplight. She could have recorded this video while she was stopped at the goddamn light while it was red before it turned green. Just to tell you some wrong shit. Yo, look. Yeah. Am I mean? Am I being mean? I'm sorry, but I'm so tired of the misinformation going around. I'm so tired of the cookie cutter shit. I'm just so tired of all this shit and people just looking for attention and don't nobody know what the fuck they talking about. Okay? You can't. This the reason that people was tripping when I said that men was incapable of love. Because if you think love is a feeling where everybody got feelings, how you gonna say men are incapable of a feeling? I'm not saying men are incapable of a feeling because love ain't no feeling. Love ain't even no goddamn action. You can't do love until you can see what it actually is, and can't nobody see what it is. They are. I've been saying women are incapable. I said women are more incapable than men. But I'm just saying, when I came out and said that men was incapable, women lost their damn mind because they think it's an emotion. But love is not an emotion and it ain't no action. You got to be able to see what love actually is. And the fact that every time I do this goddamn exercise, it always look like this. There's never a time that I do this exercise that it don't look like this. 100 motherfucking things on the board. 100 goddamn things on the board. It ain't gonna make no sense to you. I can tell you what it is. That ain't gonna make no sense. And the reason it ain't gonna make no sense because you don't understand the language and you don't understand what that look like. So I can tell you all day because I already said what it was, but it still don't mean nothing. See, it don't mean nothing. And the reason that it don't mean nothing is because it exists outside of your range of perception. It exists outside of your range of perception. Love is 4 things, all at one time. It's a system, structure, process. Oh, it's more things. Method and state of being. All of this at one time. This is what love is. That doesn't mean anything to you. This don't mean nothing to you. Because you have to be able to see this. You have to perceive it. You can't go from wholeheartedly believing that love is unconditional emotion and giving action or something to now believing that you can see this as a system, a structure, process, method, and state of being all at once. Notice that I didn't say nothing about sex. In the entire book, there was nowhere in that book where I related love to sex at all. But the average person see love and sex is very close together and correlated. They're not. Sex has nothing to do with love at all. Sex has nothing to do with love at all. Can sex be mixed with love? It can. But love, how you gonna mix something with something you don't even know what it is? You can't even see it. You never experienced it. Because love doesn't exist in the realm that you exist in. So you have to be shown this. You have to be shown this. You have to be guided on this. Because you can't see this. Right? How many of y'all want to understand this? How many of you want to actually understand this? Because this is the key to evolve in every aspect of your life. This right here is the key to evolve in every single aspect of your life, whether it be financial, whether it be through your relationships. Because remember, I wrote a book called The Wire. The Wire. Love and the wire go hand in hand. If you want to elevate and you want me to be your teacher to guide you through this, I'm inviting you to my 3-day live event called The Converter Method. You can go to theconvertermethod.com. I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. Convertermethod.com. It's 3 days, and you have 2 options for your 3 days. You can choose June 16th through to the 18th, or you can choose June 26th through the 28th. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on both of those days, or on both of those sessions. Love is the key and the answer to everything. Considering that you know what it is, because y'all's version of love don't solve no problems. Your version of love does not solve any problems. Your version of love is not even enough for a healthy relationship. So since your version of love is not enough for a healthy relationship, it cannot also be enough to change your financial life. It cannot be enough to get you to heaven. It cannot be enough to get you through your authentic self. Love, your definition of love is worthless to solve any problems. My version of love will solve every problem you got. Every problem that you got. Because love and the wire go hand in hand. What is the wire? For those of y'all who don't know, the wire is an acronym that stands for work, information, relationships, and experiences. It stands for work, information, relationships, and experiences. This is the 4 elements to all of reality. These are the 4 elements to all of reality. Prostitution as a whole can never be solved because it's an integral part of existence. However, a woman who doesn't want to be in that can for sure free herself from it. It ain't your job to try to heal everybody, because how you gonna solve prostitution when you can't solve your dick problems? If all women stop being prostitutes, where the fuck you gonna stick your Peter Wagger? Where you gonna stick your Peter Wagger? Where you been sticking it? In any and everything? Because you ain't got no self-discipline and no self-control. You can't govern your sex life and your sexual desires. So how you gonna get rid of prostitution when you can't get rid of your pervasive sex urge? You need prostitutes. So why you asking for them to be cured? You're gonna lose your goddamn mind without somebody's service in that 3-inch worth of shit. This little micro you got. So how we gonna solve the fact that these women are serving our micros? When you gonna tell them to stop accepting money for serving my micro, my mini me? You don't want that. Where the hell he go? Bring your ass back here. Men love to act like they so damn logical and say illogical shit. Knowing you put your motherfucking Peter Whacker between two pieces of bread. You put that shit anywhere. I'll never forget when I read the article of a dude putting his motherfucking Peter Whacker in a goddamn weight set and couldn't pull it out, and they had to call a goddamn fire department to come get his dick out the goddamn weight set. You put it between two pieces of bread, between the motherfucking couch, in rings, anything with a motherfucking hole. Anything with a goddamn hole. You ain't got no business asking how we gonna solve prostitution. How we gonna solve your pervasive sex urges as males? Answer that. Because you know in Colombia, when the females ain't out there serving these males, when the females in Colombia keep their legs closed, you know what the solution for the males is? Do it to donkeys. Stick it in donkeys. They out there abusing donkeys right now. Going out philandering in the pasture. How we gonna solve that? So if you ask me if I ruled the world, how would I fix the world? I'd take all y'all goddamn sex drive away. I would make y'all all motherfucking Barbie and Ken. Both of y'all would just have smooth motherfucking genitals down there. Ken pull his goddamn pants down and it's just nothing. It's just smooth down there. That's exactly what the fuck I do to y'all. Anyway, work, information, relationships, and experiences. This is the only thing that exists in all of reality. Work is eternal. Why is work eternal? Because energy is eternal. Energy is directly connected to work because energy is the capacity to perform work. Energy, the capacity to perform work. If energy is neither created or destroyed, that means work is also not created or destroyed. It's not destroyed, it's eternal. It's eternal. So, your inability to get here is also going to affect your work because we all have a natural God-given occupation. So you either going to come here and work do work that's in alignment with your authentic self, or you're going to do work that is going to be slave labor for you that is building somebody else's shit. Them your only two goddamn options. You understand? Working for somebody else or working to take care of your basic needs, basically being a slave. The only way that you can get to your authentic self is through love. If you don't go through love to get to your authentic self, it is going to impact your work. If you don't go through love, your information is also going to be impacted because you will not have any value for high fidelity information. You will consume low fidelity information, which will also keep you in a slave paradigm. Love is really going to be the solution to all your problems because every problem that you got originate in one of these areas. Every problem that you have originates in one of these areas. Relationships is the channels that information flows through. So you can't get rid of information. Information is eternal, and every piece of energy and matter is filled with information to be sourced. So work is eternal, information is eternal, relationships are eternal because all information flows through network nodes and cables, which is relationships. And all three of these, depending on how you got these configured, will output certain experiences, which is your sentience. Sentience. If you want to change any of that, you got to go through this. You got to go through that. That's why I say my definition of love will solve every problem that you got. Your definition of love ain't even enough for a healthy relationship. You understand? Your definition of love is not even enough for a healthy relationship. That means love is not enough to get you to the divine, but you always got God's name in your mouth talking about God is love. You don't even know what the fuck that is. How you gonna know God if you don't know love that you say that he is? How? And I want to know, how is meditation and sage gonna fix this? I want to know, how is music in the background and the motherfucker talking nice to you because y'all don't like people talk. She is so mean. She is abusive to her audience. How is somebody gonna be talking nice and soft to you and playing smooth music in the background gonna fix this? Huh? How is you? Woosah. How is praise dancing gonna do that? How is that gonna fix this? How is yoni steams? How is yoni music and steams gonna fix this shit? How is smudging with fucking Palo Santo and motherfucking sage, how the fuck that's supposed to change this? You done been sold wolf tickets, damn it, can't you see? They done been selling your ass wolf tickets. They sold you the secret and didn't tell you damn secret. You still out here believing that you could just hold the damn thought and manifest a house right in your fucking front yard. I believe I am a millionaire. I am in a 40,000 square foot house. It's mine. I am. And you still wake up broke. And you've been saying this shit for the last 20 years since that shit came out, and it still ain't fixed your goddamn life. They done sold your wolf tickets. And you've been buying them too. Look, I can help you though. Listen, I'm gonna ask you to buy some more shit, but this time it ain't wolf tickets. I'm gonna ask you to buy some more shit, but not wolf tickets. Go to theconvertermethod.com and come to my live event, The Converter Method, and I'm gonna show you how all this shit work together. Okay? I'm gonna show you how this shit work together. We got 2 days. You got 2 days, two sessions that you can pick from. June 16th through the 18th or June 26th through the 28th. Because all you got is you at this point. That's all you got is you. And you got to know how to get yourself out of hell. Because where the world moving, they finna trap you in hell. They finna trap you in hell. And you want to know why you finna be trapped in hell? Do you understand? Yes, 26th through the 28th is a weekend. So for those of you who can't make it on a weekday, I'm also doing one on the weekend. So the 26th through the 28th is the weekend, and the 16th through the 18th is the weekday. Now, this will be the last thing I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Let me just get out of here. I'm hungry. I gotta get something to eat. All right. It's all based on the wire. It's all based on the wire. Oh, that's. This is the reason why you about to be screwed. It's trapped in hell. Work. This is important for you to know. We are all energetic beings. Why? What makes us energetic beings? What makes us energetic beings is our capacity to perform work. That means work is a critical part of our identity as humans, because we are sentient beings who are capable of performing work, which means that we all come here with an occupation in alignment with our authentic self. Well, here's the problem. AI is coming for your work. A critical part of your identity. The wire does not allow you, because here's the thing you have to understand. The wire is the four pillars, the four immutable pillars of all of reality through all time and space. This is it. When you try to fight against the machine, when you try to fight against the program, the computer, the thing that we're in, it's going to make you lose your mind. Example, information is eternal. Information is eternal. And information flows through relationships, network nodes. That information has to flow, which means you have to have relationships. What happens when they put a person in solitary confinement? What happens when they put a person in solitary confinement? They remove the network node out of the circulation of information and put them outside of it. When you disconnect from the network node, it is going to make you go crazy because you are going against the system, the design. You're going against the natural design of the wire. So when they remove you out of it, you will go crazy. It is the same thing. If this is impacted, there is a similar effect that is going to happen to you here as if it happened to you here. You have to work. You have to have relational connections due to the flow of information. If you're going to be an energetic being, you have to be able to do something. When they take this away, you're left to do nothing. And that is going to cause problems across the other three components, the other three pillars. In the midst of AI, you have to be able to find work through your authentic self. AI cannot replace that. AI can replace everything else. So if you do not search to discover this through this, you are going to be SOL. You have to be able to come across this so that you can protect this. Does that make sense to you? I can help you do that. I can help you understand that. You just have to understand that this is going to be a journey. You got to understand that this is a journey. And your journey starts here. Your journey starts here at the 3-day live event, the Converter Method. You can check out the website, get your tickets from here. You can look in the link tree in my bio, the Converter Method, and I will see you on one of these 2 sessions. Okay? You have to start seeing things in a way that ain't nobody ever showed you. They can't show you because they don't know. Right? It's a lot to this life that you need to understand. And I've only been able, it's virtual. So no matter where you at in the world, you can come and show up. I ain't gonna have you leaving your house and trying to get nowhere. Just turn on your computer. All right? No, thank y'all. Thank you for listening to me. And thank you for valuing and giving me the attention that this information needs. Because this is not information that you can give in 60 seconds. This is information that took me 20 years to figure out by myself. This is years worth of my wheels spinning and pondering, trying to see. And this is what the Creator gave me. This is my value add to society. This is my value add to society. And I appreciate you for giving me the time of day and the respect to listen to me. And I do appreciate you for considering and taking action to come to my event for me to show you even more. Right. Thank you. All right. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. It's plenty of stuff, plenty of where this came from, but just showing you how it all worked together. All right. I hope y'all have a great day. See you next time. Peace.
Pick up on this, Summer Ming.